showing the brother he's an Israelite. The kingdom is for us, right? Rulership is for us. But he would not hear, he would not listen. Read.
Verse 12. Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law.
They made their ear or their heart or their mind hard as stone. Because if they didn't, then that means they would be accepting the word into them. That means now you got to change. Once you start accepting the word, now you got to change. You got a choice to make.
Right.
Read.
And the words which the Lord of hosts had sent in his spirit by the form of prophets.
That's why he brought out earlier, things written aforetime for our learning. All right? These scriptures were put in place so that we can have order amongst ourselves. If we abide by the law, statutes, commandments of God, we don't need the police. We don't need the so-called white man to tell us how to act, how to treat our children. We don't need him to tell us to pay child support, because the father's going to be with the wife and you're going to take care of your kids.
That's right.
Read.
Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Verse 13.
That great wrath was what? The curses that we went through, slavery. The slaying of our brothers in the streets, day in and day out. They just killed a kid in Arlington, yesterday or the day before. It's going to continue to happen because we not abided by God's laws.
Right.
Read.
Verse 13. Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cry, and I would not hear.
So, a lot of our people, what do? They cry, oh Lord, why my baby, this, that, and other. He said, I'm not going to hear them. I'm not going to hear their cries. Why? Because they're not keeping my commandments. The laws and statutes that I set up for you. That's what makes us a peculiar people. That's what separates us from the other nations.
Right.
It's because we got the laws.
That's right.
We got the inheritance. Get your Rock 44:22. We got the inheritance. That's what separates us from them. They don't have that. But our people are so destroyed, they want to grab the other nations in. And that's not how it's written in the Bible. That's not what's supposed to happen. Read.
Saith the Lord of hosts. Verse 14. But I scattered them with a whirlwind among all nations, whom they knew not.
So the prophecy was that we would be scattered to all four corners of the earth when we broke his commandments, and that's what he did. By way of what? Slavery. He sent the so-called Edomites over to conquer the northern kingdom first. The northern kingdom would consist of Ephraim on down, right? 200 years before he brought us over, the southern kingdom, on cargo slave ships. He scattered us. He took them off to Spain and other places, and brought us over here. So basically what they did was they primed this land for us to come over and work for them. That's why we were in the cotton fields, the cane fields, the spices, and all that stuff that you look up. And when you look at the facts, those are some of the highest grossing industries today. I'm talking about billions of dollars off of the slaves' backs. Read.
Thus the land was desolate after them.
All right, read that.
Sirach chapter 44, verse 22.
So this is what separates us from the other nations. It's the what? The kingdom that we will inherit. It's because of who we are. It's because of who your father is. As the deacon was saying, it's because of the seed that you come from. Because of that, it's something set aside for you.
With Isaac did he establish likewise, for Abraham his